A podcast for speedrunners who dare to ask, why not?
Season 2, we made it. Sorry about the lack of fanfare on the Tomodachi episode. I genuinely didn't realize that it would close us out for this semester when I recorded it. Anyway, welcome back. I have missed you all while I have been chugging away as audio editor for the Power in Heels podcast. Love you, Maisie and Whitney. So, Trombone Champ. I feel like we've all seen it circulating around online, and Jerma streamed it not too long ago. I bought it almost immediately after watching someone try and chug their way through Beethoven's Fifth. I thought it would be easy. It was not. But it gives me an excellent opportunity to talk about the people who run games that still have that fresh out of the Steam store scent. I spoke with AceDelusional in this episode about how to turn a silly meme game into a speedrunning ground.
I am a moderator for Trombone Champ on the speedrun.com page.
Trombone Champ is a relatively new game. How did you get into that position?
There's only like one person at first, and he just wanted some help with verifying runs. So yeah, just fill out a form, and since I have previous moderation experience, I was a pretty easy one to trust.
The controls for Trombone Champ are deceptively simple. You use your mouse to aim along a vertical line and click or press a key on your keyboard to doot. The UI looks a lot like those old karaoke games where it's constantly scrolling and you're trying to make your notes and rhythms align with the little lines. Based on how well you hit the notes, you are given the game's currency, which are called toots. You use your toots to buy little trivia cards for your collection and do other progression-related things. The only thing my toots have ever brought me is a one-way to get to the gastroenterologist, but I digress.
Toots is based off of the grade of the piece, but not necessarily the length of the piece. So primarily people will grind the shortest song.
Of all the different songs that you can play, the national anthems of various countries seem to give you the best effort to toot ratio.
Primarily the speedrun, it used to be grinding God Save the King, but now after a recent update of them fixing short notes, it's Star Spangled Banner is the best one to grind now, but it definitely has a more risk, more reward because it is a little bit harder song, but you can get more toots out of that song.
The inherent political conflict of which country's national anthem is.
Yeah, of course it's those two are the best ones to grind.
American Revolution version 2. I went and listened to the current world record for any percent, which is just over an hour, and it's this poor, lovely British man, Punchy, playing the U.S. national anthem basically the entire time. As someone who was in choir in America growing up, I know how absolutely grating that song can get after your 30th performance.
Really bold of me to try to spear in this given I've lost home field advantage. It's true. It's f***ing true. I used to have record, and then the Americans discovered America route.
Even in the all songs category, the moment you're finished with the whole track list, you're on Star Spangled Banner train until you get enough toots to beat the game. Interestingly enough, when you look at what games Trombone Champs runners also have on their speedrun profiles, there's only one that's run a rhythm game. Baguette du Pain has 7th place in any percent glitchless and 151st place in an OSU category called 10FC. Don't ask me what that means. I have no idea. But a lot of people have compared Trombone Champs to OSU in their gameplay style. What is it like to be a mod?
As of right now, it's been pretty fine. There hasn't been any troll runs to my knowledge, but the main issue we've had so far is figuring out the all songs category with categories, or because they do plan on adding songs a lot. So we're still in debate if we should separate each one, but that's probably the biggest issue. The only real issue we had is just deciding if we want to separate each update, but only for that category. Because even since the release, there's been either one or two updates that they've added songs, and the game's been out for a month, I would think, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
So they do plan on adding a lot. This week, actually, we just found a glitch.
Oh.
So we just added a glitch and glitchless categories to everything today, actually.
Oh wow! Can you talk about that a little bit? What's that glitch?
So if you play the game, you'll know about. But when you meet the devil person in your card collection, so usually to collect the trombone styles that are in the bottom of your customized screen, you have to sacrifice your card collection to the devil. And in this, I don't know if it's purely just from this last update or it can be done on any version, but someone was able to speed click through the dialogue, where it's the point right before the chest pops up, but the three dots on the dialogue stayed after he started the first chest. So he was able to get two chests with only sacrificing 3 cards. Which it can be a minor time save at first, but it's because there's 8 styles you do this from. It's most importantly the last one, since you have to sacrifice every single card for that last style. That can save a ton of time.
When somebody discovers something like that, what is kind of the process of amongst the mods kind of deciding what to do with that? Like deciding on new categories that are going to get added, or like what constitutes a glitch and not? What is that discussion like?
At first, the person who found it earlier this week, it was like a random out of the blue during an 80% run. He just randomly found it. And so he was doing more testing and he was able to more consistently get it. So, and after the other moderator tried it, I'm pretty sure he did, we were able to determine that it's reliable, it's doable with everyone. So that's when we put in the glitchless categories.
But come on, guys, there's more to life than video games. Are you a musician? Do you have any music experience?
Yes, I go to university. I'm currently for my master's in music.
Oh wow!
I play drums or also percussion, and I also play piano. Used to play guitar.
Have you ever played a trombone before?
Yes, but not like once, just for the fun of it. When I was in probably like middle school.
Do you think that having your music experience has like really helped you with the gameplay, or do you think that it's more of a like coordination thing?
That definitely does help, having mainly with the rhythm of it, being a drummer, but it's definitely still a little challenging for me.
Do you play with the controls inverted like they are by default, or did you switch it over? Because I could not do it when they were inverted.
Oh, I switched it instantly.
I was like, this is so much easier. It feels like cheating. I would love if you could talk a little bit more about your musical experience. What kinds of roles has like music played in your life? Like what led you to wanting to pursue it as for your education?
Well, it's just mainly something I love doing. I can see me and my future self just playing in like a professional orchestra or another professional gig. And like besides video games, that's kind of what I love doing most of my life. I was leaning a lot towards being in the medical program throughout high school until like senior year, but I ultimately decided to go with music. Actually, my band director in high school, who usually discourages people majoring in music actually said that I should major in music, which was a little wake up call for me as well. But it was just, I can see my life doing it. It's a lot of fun, and yeah.
Like, because it is a big leap to go from the world of academics, you know, when all your schooling has been very focused on, you know, the traditional, you know, science, math, all that, and then just deciding to kind of take the leap into the arts.
Definitely.
There's a lot of, like, that takes a lot of guts. So you know, congrats on that, and I absolutely know how you feel, because I did so much nerd shit. And then, like, my junior year of high school, I was like, actually, I want to go into filmmaking. So, like, but I think that it's interesting that this sort of, like, your passions kind of inform what you decide to put your time into games wise. Like, that's it's cool that you're an actual musician, is I guess what I'm trying to say. You play the silly toot toot trombone game, but also you're a real life musician. Thanks to you all for tuning in. Thanks to Spirit Live for renewing my silly little show. And of course, thanks to AceDelusional for speaking with me on this episode. If this is your first episode, feel free to listen to the backlog of last season or start over from the beginning. See you later, gamers.